mean?
I think mine's on still.
Did you switch it on?
Yo.
That's why he's a Spurs fan.
Hey, listen, don't draw me out.
That is why he's a Spurs fan.
Oh my days.
Oh, my
Top
days.
of the morning, what's going on, people?
Yes.
Top of the morning. How you doing this morning, guys? Let us know on the socials. Make sure you hit us up.
Get me.
Today we have...
Introduce yourself, my G.
My name is Michee artist, if you like. Yeah, and I'm a
Michee.
rapper from North London. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to the North crew. So you pronounce it Mish.
Michee.
Michee.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard Michee.
Oh, swear.
It's not Michee.
Nah, it's not Michee, still Michee.
Michee.
I've had a couple people say that to me as well.
Swear down.
Yeah. I had a
So
couple
where does
say
that come from, Michee?
So basically it's French for my car.
Okay.
So that's what it means. Yeah. So
It
that's
means
what
my car.
It means my car. Like, as you know the Bible name Micah. Yeah.
Can you
so it's
imagine?
French. Hey, listen.
I thought you said my car. I'm like, oh.
Why would my name?
Okay.
That's the ego. In
That's a bit fugazi.
Oh, yeah, shut your mouth. Forget that one, man. Shut up. Shut up. Look at you, idiot.
Hey, but yeah,
Enough.
man. Yeah. My auntie gave me that name. Still, it was a bit left.
Nice though.
but
I
yeah,
like it.
It's a bit left, but
Michee.
I roll with it.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's
So
nice.
That's just what you're rolling with then as your artist name.
Yeah, that's just my name because obviously it's a different name anyway. Do you know what I mean? The name is different. And obviously just saying it my whole life has just kind of built character in me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Like this is, I'm kind of used to this by now. Do you know what I mean? Like people asking me how to pronounce it. Like, so
fair enough.
I just thought, yeah, why not, man? Yeah.
The more
Like
interviews
it.
you do and more music you put out, people will
Exactly.
just get to know.
Do you know what I
We'll
mean?
have to
Do you know what I
know.
mean? So yeah, just coming out the gate and just saying it's Michee, and I'm from Enfield, just to specify in it if people are. Do you know what I
Enfield.
mean? Yeah.
That's Sean Wayne's.
Chong Wayne. Come on.
Yeah, man. That's where I'm
From
from.
the Enfield side.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you first get into music? How did you first get into music?
Just more so like I always had a love for like entertainment anyway.
Yeah.
Like music especially anyway, just from young, innit? And then just life situations probably when I was around 16, 17. And then I kind of
When
took
you say life situations.
just things in life that I was just like, bro, let me just things I was going through.
Okay.
The best way for me to kind of express myself and just let it all out, and kind of like a therapy in a sense was by writing. And
Yeah.
Okay.
obviously I can't come out and say I was hard from the off, but it was just more so, you know what I mean? It was just like a way of just me channeling my energy into something that could also be productive in the long run. Do you know what I mean? And then from like 19, 20, I just said, yeah, man's going all the way with this. Yeah.
Gonna go with this. So what year was that then? Around 2015, 2000?
Yeah. So let me not bring up my age too tough, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was a few years back. Yeah, it was a few years back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sick, nice. Because I've seen you've got some old stuff up on YouTube from 2015,
Yeah.
but I quite liked it, like pattern.
Yeah.
Your flowing pattern, That's fire.
Yeah, but you know, it's that period there. I was just on some experimenting with bare different things, like so that when I come into situations like this, you can go back and say that, raw, like you was flow, or you was doing your like, you get me. It's a bit left from what you're doing now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to show variety. Do you know what I mean?
So that leads me on to my next question, which is how do you think you've changed and developed as an artist?
Yeah.
Since then to now?
I think I've developed more as a person. And that's reflected in my music. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like before I even get in the booth, or before I might even get into that musical space, it's always a thing I'll be going through away from the music, and then that will reflect. So maybe a couple of years back when you heard Pattern, I was just probably like in the zone of just like, is where it is, life is lit. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now I've kind of looked at it like, okay, like I'm making the most of what I've got now. I'm looking at my situation, and yeah, man, and you could kind of just tell, even with songs like 9 to 5, it's a lot more introspective and reflecting of what my life situation is now.
Okay.
You see Enfield, yeah? I don't want no one, by the way, on camera to jump at me while I say this. But like, I'm sure I'm a bit older than you.
Yeah.
I'm like, when did Enfield turn hood? I've never known Enfield to kind of be like.
Yeah.
When did it go through that transition where obviously I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday. I won't bring it up. But saying that there's a lot of hoods nowadays and just everywhere.
Yeah.
When did Enfield make that transition?
When did Enfield step on the map?
I think, you know, it is, bro. Like, I'm not gonna like front like, you know what I mean, like I'm in that space, yeah. But I think it was just more of a thing where it's like back then there weren't a lot of representatives. Do you know what I mean? As there are now, like as soon as I Enfield, you said like Tion Wayne, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But like if we're talking a few years back, we didn't have a lot of representatives. But personally, like we're in London, bro. Like everywhere is popping. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just more more so obvious now because everyone's on YouTube. Like everyone's, you know what I mean, doing stuff. Like everyone's doing bits. So it's like if the ends that you wouldn't hear of before, they're coming out now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just get that perspective of Enfield just being like a real middle class, like I've worked there before.
Oh, swear, where'd you work?
Yeah. I won't bet where I work. You know what I mean? But, you know, I've worked somewhere.
Yeah.
And, I've worked in Enfield. I've managed a store in Enfield.
Swear.
That area,
send me 100 bags.
that my way too.
That area, you know, you just see a lot of. That's the perception. I had to get off at Enfield Town.
Oh, swear, no, I'm not from there.
Okay,
yeah,
so is there a difference between Enfield and Enfield Town, or? Like?
I think like just different areas. Like I'm from Edmonton, but that's it in Enfield. Do you know what I mean?
So then why are you saying?
Because obviously just as a whole, innit? Do you know what I mean?
A bit
nah,
further.
bro. It's like from Enfield Town, it's probably like 15-minute drive,
you
if that.
W12 or something.
Yeah, but like driving is nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's nothing driving to Enfield.
So
okay, you're right at the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, I can see why.
So yeah, I feel like that's the main thing. Like now, it's like there's more people, or like you're coming across more people that might say they're from certain areas that you wouldn't have heard back in 013 or 012. Do you know what I mean? Even before that. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, our only representation from your class might have been Scorcher.
For Edmonton.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah, but obviously for Edmonton. So obviously now, when you have one or two more people doing bits in this music thing and they're saying,
I mean, Edmonton man knows about Edmonton because I know North London.
Be careful,
very well.
bro.
Be
careful.
I know North London very well.
Oh yeah.
Being from South, but I've been.
Oh, swear.
Been traveling the whole of London. I've been everywhere.
Sick.
But like, Enfield in particular is just one of them ends that just feel it's nice. See, you know, like old people.
Yeah. Certain parts, 100%, 100%.
I've been there.
Near Enfield Town, I know what you're talking about. Near Enfield Town. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Enfield Town, you just see these kids and their behaviour, and I'm just thinking,
it's lit. Yeah, they're enjoying.
If I grew up here, I'd be really happy because I wouldn't be around. Why are we adding? By the McDonald's. Like,
yeah. They knocked down a JD, put a Santander. Yeah, mad.
Madness to the area.
Yeah, trust.
It's a sick area still.
Yeah,
but cool.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So about your music and that, do you? Because before we started the show, we obviously expressed that you was from like Congo.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Is there any Congolese influences in your music, or is
bro,
it just
it's
like
all
UK?
over. Nah, it's all the musical influence, especially. I wouldn't say necessarily the rap influence, but the musical influence, bro. We got some bad boy guitarists, bro.
Yeah.
Like even artists, just in general. Like we were talking Coffee Olomide, like Papa Wimba, like all these Zaiko, all these people that musically, bro. Like where I saw all these people, like Jim Piana, Ferrigola, like they're all hard, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, do you see what I'm saying? So like musically, like, yeah, bro, like. Listening to that music, it was just more so. That's why I said before I even started rapping, music was just such a big thing because, like, you know, like you said it as well, like we can dance, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like the music thing has just always been installed in man. Do you know what I mean? So
it's a cultural thing.
Cultural thing. So yeah, that's why a lot of, even if like Congolese people don't get involved in rap or whatever, they're doing something else. Do you know what I mean?
The money's in like singing in French, really.
Bro, 100%.
Money's there, man. Ty Gims, them man, they're doing 100 million views.
Listen, bro, it's mad. It's mad, yeah.
It's crazy. Congo is crazy.
So yeah, that's a big influence, like just the Congolese background in itself.
Is there any chances of like putting some Congolese sounds in your own music?
Yeah, 100%. Like as time goes on, you'll hear the influence. You'll definitely hear the influence in my music, like especially like in projects and that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what other like types of genres and stuff influence your music?
Neo soul,
Nice.
R&B. I pretty much listen to neo soul and R&B more than rap nowadays.
Okay.
If I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, bro,
Woo.
like yeah, I listen to a lot of rap. Don't get me wrong, but it's like just on a zoning. If I'm long drives, all that stuff. Yeah, I listen to D'Angelo, Eric Badu, like the internet. Yeah, that's what I'm on, bro. I can't lie to you.
That is it. You know when I tried to tell these lot about the internet, they was like, "What are you talking about?"
Nah, bro, nah, do your research, bro. Yeah, ego deaf. Like, come on, bro, do your research.
I don't listen.
This is someone who thinks R&B is dead, so we got our work.
Hey,
I'm okay.
you know, each to their own, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's my own, innit? But bro, yeah, that I listen to. That's literally, if you get in my car, that's all I listen to, bro. And then you might hear the UK rap playlist in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's me. That's me.
He's proper. Yeah. What about you over there?
Come on.
Anyway, so Views.
Yes, Views.
You just played Views, and you've sent me something called Views 2. Is that a episode 2? Yeah,
so Views episode 2. So I did Views episode 1 a couple years back. Just like, I don't know, it was just something I did. And then my PA behind the camera now, my boy, he was just like to me, yeah, bro, you might as well do a second one, because a lot of stuff has happened since then, do you know what I'm saying? Okay, and you're growing as an artist in yourself. And I wasn't too fond of the whole like part 2 and rare. That's why it was called episode 2, because I felt like it was a series. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's a series in itself. And even after I'm done with it, there'll be like different stuff like that are similar to it, just won't have the same name and stuff like that. But I just felt like it was a nice way to kind of give an insight into what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I loved.
Oh, sorry, go on. Go on.
No, I love the flow on that. It's got like a proper, reminds me of old school hip hop storytelling type of flow for that one there. I like that.
Yeah, go on.
No, go on.
I just felt like you said, with the old school hip hop flow, I felt like it would be sick to have that, but talking about stuff that happened today. Do you understand? Yeah. And I feel like that's just like it. That's something that I do best as well. I don't really see it a lot, especially like you said, in that essence, and to kind of mix it up with what's happening in my life, as well as how my life's been affected by what's going on in the scene. Yeah. I just felt like it's really refreshing. So I thought, yeah, man, like I'll just drop it. Yeah. So
that's fire.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it. You like it, though.
I like that one.
I'm glad you like it.
You said it earlier.
Yeah.
What I was gonna ask you is, why are you not thinking about making it into like a trilogy? Because like I've noticed at the moment in the UK scene,
there's a lot of trilogies.
There's a lot of trilogies, and
like
Asko's got that.
Straight drop. Yeah.
He's got 4.
4. Yeah.
Miles has got Pen Game. Got 3 of them.
1,000. Yeah.
Obviously Sharon's Story. That's a whole nother.
Yeah. That's
But like, on the straight drops and that, and the Pen Games, why not finish it off with a trilogy?
I would, like, if it makes sense, then yeah, why not? Do you know what I'm saying? If it makes sense, and I feel like this is taking it into a different direction. If I feel like I'm not being stagnant, and it's just like, it's a bit, because if you listen to this one, it's not really the same as the first one. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think they ever have to be.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, even, I don't know, just for me anyway, I just felt like, I will take it left. But if I come across, let's say for example, if something happens, or like it comes to a certain time period, and I'm like, like it makes sense, then I'll do it. Yeah, why not? Yeah, nothing's happened. It makes sense, but I won't just do it just to say that I had a trilogy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't want to say the parts. I just said episode.
But you know what though? People take their time, because if you look at Marks as well, he didn't rush through his.
Yeah, he actually took quite a bit of time with that.
Every year, he did it every year, January.
That's it.
That's what he did.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was to say, January, and nothing's much has happened since January, I'm not doing it.
It'll
just be a force. Do you know what I'm saying?
Push,
Like, if everything's booming and it's like, cool, like, bro, nothing's happened, and like, if I listen to Views Part 2, that's a completely different person. Then I'll make Part 3. Do you know what I mean? But if it's like, I still feel like I'm growing, I'm in that zone, then like, it wouldn't make sense.
You know what? Let's run the tune. Let's play Views 2, because we heard one before, and you heard you also heard 9 to 5 as well earlier. So let's run in with Views 2.
Cold.
Yes,
I love that one. I'm not gonna lie.
We're back.
I do love that one. It makes me feel. It just makes me feel righteous. I think that old school beat in there as well. The sample that, what is it? Faith Evans.
Yeah, Faith Evans.
Let's listen to that.
Let's not talk about that.
I want that one.
Let's not talk about that. No, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. In house, innit? Let's not talk about that.
You know, I'm gonna try to find out now.
Shout out to the producer.
I need to find that one.
Let's not talk about that.
But do you know what? You probably can't talk about it because of the sample, innit? To be fair. I just clocked. Yeah, that's not pressure. We don't know who did that one. It's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. So we come with a game. I want to play a game real quick. So this game.
The game though, do you want to ask that question? Before, I feel like the question is be asked before we can break
before
bread.
The game.
Oh
my gosh. Okay, all right, cool. I was supposed to record this, but fun it. We got this. All right, so So we found of this producer called Gams. Yeah. But he doesn't have an Instagram, so we can't find him. We can't chat to him.
Yeah.
But we need to chat to him.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to play you something. I have to play you something.
Yeah.
I just want to see your face. This was made in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not mixed or mastered.
Yeah.
So who made this beat?
Yeah, Gams, innit?
No, he didn't.
He did.
He didn't.
He made this
Was
beat.
you there when he made it?
Bro, we was there.
It's a lie. Look how your voice
man.
Holding down my smile.
Did you hear that one? Oh yeah? Let me pull it back.
Hey, listen. I'm not a producer, bro, but yeah, I was there, bro.
I know you're not. This
I was
is
there.
I can't put it on you.
I was there.
I can't put it on you.
Yeah, no, of course. Not
I
at
can't put
all.
it on you.
Not at all.
But Gams, I hope you're watching. I hope you remember this face. We need
Hey,
to
don't
talk.
do my guy like that still.
No, we need to
But
talk.
I was, yeah,
You know what it is, yeah? We went to a studio. You know Reva?
Yeah, you know it is, but that's who he told me he had it for. If I'm being honest, I remember him when I came to the studio like 2 a.m, and he's like, "Yeah, I had this beat for one girl called Reva. She's from Backchat, right? Yeah. He told me I had the beat for her. I don't remember if he told me he recorded or not, but evidently he recorded or not. But true say he did tell me that, but I didn't know like if it like yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, let me explain. Right. So it was 2017.
Because it's not on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. Yeah.
On 2017, it was Reva's birthday. She decided for her birthday she's gonna do a link up. She wants all of her brethrens that rap, produce, sing, whatever to come and chill. We're gonna drink. We're gonna have a vibe. We're gonna write and just everyone go in the booth and just lay something down for her. For her birthday, it wasn't something that she was going to release. She did a couple of little promo videos using the music and whatnot, but that was it really, innit? So everyone got sent the tunes directly. But when we was there, I rolled up with my girl called Pandora. Yeah. Pandora Tashay. Yeah. And she's a producer. Yeah. And she's a sick producer. And people know on Grime Daily because of your tune. Yeah. She's a sick producer. Anyway, and we sat down there and, you know, we were writing to the beats that Gams was making, and there was another producer there as well. I can't remember his name. Anyway, we're writing to these tunes, and then I says to her, I beg you jump on, because me and her, we do things together in it. We come as a pair. Like we do like live sets where she produces live on stage and I sing and she raps and whatever. Sick. That's what we do. Cold. But I was like, I beg you jump on, give me a little vibe to sing to. I beg you. So she was like, let me ask him. I don't want to be rude and step on his toes, right? So this is on swear down. So I'm like, I beg you, let my virgin jump on the thing. She just wants to put a little nice, a little melody, nice little whatever for me to sing to. And he was like, all right, yeah, cool, jump on. So that is how you got your beat.
Mad.
So how much did you pay for that beat?
I didn't pay for that beat still.
Oh well, it's a good thing you said that. Because there will be claims. There will be a claim now. Anyway, just to play. So that tune that I played you there, that was made in 2017. Yeah. 2017.
I can't play his one though, because remember,
why can't I?
She's gonna start stressing me out.
Probably, yeah. But yeah.
Is it on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. It's on Spotify now.
What, Pulling Up?
Yeah, it's on Spotify now.
Pulling Up isn't on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on Spotify still.
So they're making money from the streams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry man.
There's a bill coming your way.
We gotta eat me.
That one. Hold on, but
yeah, you saw it right there. It's right there. Yeah.
It's on there.
There you go. Because I asked her if it was on Spotify earlier.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Said to her, well, if there's no Spotify streams, then I guess it's not that much.
No one's getting paid.
Yeah, because True say I was like I said, I remember him saying like Reva, like her birthday. So I knew that. I knew that 1,000%. But I didn't know if it was like recorded. It might have been done after.
Do you know what? Do you know of an artist called J Rose?
You go on?
Do you know of an artist called J Rose?
No.
He also knows Gams, but he was there. He's on that one that I just played. There's about 5 different artists.
So it was a vibe kind of thing.
It was a vibe. Do you know what I mean? You could hear it was a vibe. There was bare different people. My brethren made the beats. Yeah. Maybe Gams put on. I don't know if he did like some of the drums or he did something. Yeah. But realistically, it was a collective. He didn't make the beat by himself. He didn't even start the beat by himself. So that's why last night when I'm going through your songs, I'm thinking, oh, this one sounds familiar. Then I'm like, hold on. Why are certain lyrics pop into my head? Yeah. I've written to this before. Sticky. Then I thought, never. I
spun the beat though, I can't lie.
Oh yeah? Never. I spun the beat. Hold on. Who is this Gams? So I had to voice note, because it was late as well. I voice note my brethren. I said, listen to this. And I'm playing your tune. I said, listen to this. Within the same second that I pressed send, bruv, ring, ring. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? Who's that on my beat? Bruh? Who's that? Who produced that? Mad. So but I just wanted to expose that because this scene is crasses. This happens, innit? This happens.
Yeah, no, it does happen still.
Like, it does happen still. 100%. About B1 and Killer Cuds,
Killer Cuds, yeah. You know,
Be Young.
No, that was the B1. That was the YouTube thing, innit? There was a YouTube beat that they had.
Yeah, so Killer Cuds got the beat from the producer. He paid some rights.
He paid to lease it.
And then my man jumped on it as well.
Be Young, no, the label.
Columbia bought the rights to the tune.
Sony, Columbia, they're all the same anyway.
Well,
Columbia's owned by Sony, but one of them labels there bought the whole beat and then gave it to Be Young. Because Be Young was signed
after,
and then you know,
but he was talking about he was talking about Capital Extra. He was talking about Capital. Yeah, that's why I saw the interview.
He was explaining it. It was just like rock, but then he was trying to get the beat, but they was just moving all shady.
But you know, it goes back to what she said. Like, if I'm being honest, like it's so mad because it won't be the artist's fault, but the artists get caught up in the wahala. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why buying beats online sometimes can be a bit.
It's a bit sticky still. That's why you see a lot of the ones I've done recently. I'm in the session with my man. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 9 to 5, I'm in the session with, like, do you know what I mean? And that's just how I work from now anyway.
Can you imagine? It's mad though, because this one is a real rip-off.
Even she's explaining it, I was like, I know like certain pieces of the puzzle. I know in it like what she's talking about, so I know that she's talking sense. You get me? But it's like raw. Like, but I like hearing stuff like that. It sounds mad, but I like hearing stuff because it opens you up. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like that still.
It's mad. But big up Pandora Beats, car. She's sick.
She said I'm taking all of that.
Clearly. No, it's true. No, I'm not gonna lie. I said to my brother the other day, I said, if I can get Gams to come on the show, you can talk, innit? Because the worst thing is, after that session, we was all talking and Gams was like, you lot are sick. Still, we need to do something together. We need to hook up and do something. It just never happened, innit? Life is life. But it's just mad. It's like, So you decided to take that one.
Just for move me from that situation.
Was like, produced by Gams. I said,
But I can only go with what I know. Do you get me? Like, if someone had, if someone came to me and get me, then I would have known, innit?
That sense anyway.
Yeah, exactly,
what you spun sounded kind of wavy still.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a couple different artists on there.
Yeah. We can spin the whole thing.
That's to play.
Yeah, you can spin the whole thing. Just about pause that.
This is mixed or mastered.
Baby girl, you move bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like the shape of your body is smart.
So you're telling me not to play.
You wanna link up on that night thing? You know why? Just come and wine on that thing. I be popping the bottles all
anyway,
night.
So there you have it. I'll tell you that after if you want to hear it.
Another question I got is your Link Up TV freestyle. TV freestyle. What challenge did you hop on?
Yeah, Link Up TV challenge. Yeah.
Tell me how that came about. How you heard the beat. What was that all about? Because obviously you sent that to me.
Yeah.
And then obviously I put it up and I thought it was cold.
Yeah.
But like I didn't really know that they had challenges going on and talk me through that.
So basically what it is, I don't know, it might have been my pick. My cousin that could have sent it to you, innit? Like, because he does my promo as well,
cool.
yeah.
Whoever sent it, someone sent it.
But yeah, what it was is obviously I think they just threw up a challenge. And to be honest with you, I don't really watch prizes and stuff like that, innit? If it's a platform, excuse me, if it's a platform and it's like, I'm seeing cool, like, why not? Do you know what I mean? If it's a platform and it's a challenge and it's something I can dump on, even if it's something I can't jump on, I'll still, do you know what I mean? But it was something that, I like this beat. And I just said, I wrote to it, quickly, just on some, let me just make sure that I dump on this, and just drop it. You know what I'm saying? And then I just uploaded it. But enough people were like to me, oh yeah, like aren't they supposed to be like doing a top 6 or whatever? How come they ain't done it yet? And that's for me. That's why I said more time I don't really watch like the final result, bro. If I'm honest with you, I'm just on some. If this is where all the eyes are at the moment, you get me. I know what I can do. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show what I can do, and that will benefit me more in the long run. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying. So that's the attitude I had to that. And sometimes some people might feel like, dead that man. I'm not doing a freestyle car. If man don't get chosen to win, then it's a draw out. But bro, like that mentality that I used to have that mentality time back, but it's more of a thing where it's like you gotta look at what you can take away from it, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like with stuff like that,
it's still gonna get noticed.
It's still gonna get noticed, and it's
who are following the challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And my thing is just on some whatever it is whatever content it is, whether it's YouTube videos, like Insta videos, interviews, whatever it is, bro. It's just more content to put out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's better than dropping nothing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and 100%.
You know, I
like that.
I thought it was cold, man. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And we thought about doing more. Just even if it's not like a challenge.
Just on a quick thing, yeah.
Did you do a pen game as well, by the way?
Nah, you know it is. Everyone was on me to do that, but it wasn't like the time I was at as well, like uni and everything. It was just tense.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But I definitely would have dumped on pen game. Like now, I'm just on whatever. Like if I feel like I find a nice beat and it makes sense, like then I'll dump on it and upload it and feel no type of way about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it just builds more anticipation for your next release.
That's it, boy. That's it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Something to look at in between.
Yeah, what you're looking for more? Yeah, you're looking for more.
Want some more freestyles?
I don't think I've heard enough. I think there's more.
Yeah.
I think obviously like consistency is gonna help, and people get to hear more from me. But I just think that you should definitely carry on because I liked what I heard. So obviously you gotta give man more in it if you're trying to.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like,
boundaries.
1,000%. Like, and that's something I've been told as well. Like, I kind of built my momentum started this year, like by dropping like a 21 questions freestyle. Like it's like if you go on my Insta page, you'll find it, innit? So I did that, and from there it's just on some whatever it is, whatever beat I feel like we'll just be like, F it, let's just do a freestyle and just drop it. Like there's no rules to this. Do you know what I mean? So.
That's it. Sick. Right, so before you come up with more questions, please let me start my game. Alright, cool. So this is how the game goes,
Shout
right?
out Hillary and Sons.
Yeah.
Each and every time.
Is that we're doing the plug in there, yeah?
They sponsor us, isn't it? They sponsor.
Oh, swear, what's that?
Hillary and
Sons. Yeah, looks stank still.
Punch flavour.
Interest he took when he found out they sponsor us.
Yeah, because it's like raw, like you guys are doing your thing.
Shout out Hillary and Sons.
Come on, yeah, shout out Hillary and Sons. I might have to try that.
Right, so you're gonna try it.
As well, in certain shops still.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Shops, yeah.
Sick. What type of shops?
Like off license type thing.
Off licenses.
Yeah.
I don't know
which ones. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
But, yeah.
So basically, shout out Hillary and Sons. And so basically, how this game is gonna go?
Yeah.
It's called Shot of Truth.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask a question, and while I'm asking you the question, you gotta take your shot. My lovely assistant over here is gonna pour your shot for you. However big, however small, that's your shot. So, so whilst I'm asking the question, you take the shot, and then the first thing that comes to mind after, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
All right. Cool.
All right.
We ready?
Well, the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
We good to go now, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Go.
right, cool.
Got you.
Who are your top 5 most listened to artists of all time?
Of all time.
Yeah. So your top 5, let's count.
Jesus, crispy. All time's a bit mad though. Like not even like in the past 5 months or something like.
No, so like
my playlist changes on the mad thing.
Yeah, but like there must be an artist that's always up in your playlist.
Always, okay, yeah.
Or like it doesn't matter what playlist you got, their music is just time defying. You know?
Yeah.
I know you're a playlist guy.
I know, yeah. So it's mad. I'll put MJ there.
Sick.
That's just
MJ.
yeah, man. That's it has. This just you know what I'm saying.
Wait, what MJ though?
Michael Jackson, bro.
No, I know. But
But when you say MJ, well, come on, bro. No, come
Michael
on.
Jordan?
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
before Bad or after?
Oh, I'm talking
It
off the
doesn't
wall.
matter,
I'm
it's
talking off
like-
the wall.
Fair enough.
Alright, cool.
There's different Michael
Don't
still.
matter. Oh, dead.
This guy's going hell, bro.
Let's not do this. Leave
This guy,
Michael
you're
alone,
terrible,
man.
bro. You're terrible, bro.
You might have done that.
This guy. This guy's terrible, bro. I swear down, he's bad.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get at him these days.
So we got MJ.
So come on, you said you're about that R&B earlier.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I'm trying to think. You're saying all time, so I'm thinking when I was a youth, and do you know what I mean?
Not like, all right.
Yeah, there's definitely rap in there, so it's 5. So I'm thinking, cool.
Who do you mostly listen to then? Like,
who do I mostly listen to?
Yeah.
Yeah, D'Angelo.
Sick.
Yeah, Erykah Badu as well.
Yep.
Man, I have to slap that in
I swear you
there.
read my mind.
I have to. We got 2 more, yeah. I put Kendrick in there as well.
Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
I had to put and from Young as well. I've been listening. I gotta put UKMC in there, bro, because it just makes. There's no me without
Who
UKMC.
do you listen to mostly out of the UK scene then?
There's different lanes, yeah. So if I'm talking rap, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna say Wretch and that, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just for me. I know there's better of a man, but growing up, that was just who I was on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Too.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
You might as well sling that in the 5, man. I can't even lie.
That's
You have
it,
to,
boy,
you
that's
might have to
it.
slap that in the 5.
All right, sick.
I actually genuinely thought he was gonna say the landlord, you know.
Nah, bro. Like
Really?
obviously, like you get me, like gigs. You know what I'm saying? That's the OG. But
Yeah.
I'm saying on some, like I'm in the back of the bus, like when I'm a youth. You know what I'm saying?
Listening
And
to
I'm listening to the
Wretch.
Westwood like freestyles or even retrospective, bro. That's what I'm on. Do you know what I'm saying? Before Black and White and everything else.
Do you know what it is though? We're from
Hard
the
Body's a
South,
classic
innit?
though. I was
We're from
talking
the
about Hard
South.
Body as well. I
So
was
we're
like,
gonna be screaming. We're gonna be screaming gigs. Do you know what I mean? We're from South.
yeah. Well, not even Young
That's
Steph.
really cool.
Young Tev.
Yeah. You got, bro. If you're talking rap from South, you got to put Young Steph in there, bro.
It's hard still, but Hollow, man. Like I don't. For me, Hollow. Innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hard Body's a classic, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying? That's
You got Hollow meets Joe Grind. Anyway, listen.
that's a whole different combo. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone from South, I just think Hollow's that guy, man.
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah,
Pain.
but I'm from. Yeah, I'm not. You man's throwing out all these like UK classics. Not even UK, just classics, bro. Pain is the essence. Nah, bro. That's
The essence.
that right there. That's one of the GOAT tunes, bro. That's one of the GOAT.
Mad, innit? I remember being in school listening to that. You know?
Bro, the Sony Ericsson and that.
Exactly.
You didn't have no headphones. You didn't have no headphones, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no,
That tune's got like, if you're from South, like that tune has so much relevance.
He's talking with his heart.
No, 'cause the people he's talking about, that man knows them.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
See, I don't know them.
Yeah,
but I
do you know
relate
what I
to
mean?
them in a
It's just
different
like,
way.
with certain people like him saying he used to meet Laps, you know what I mean, and all of them guys there. Man played football with these guys.
Swear.
Yeah, so we all live like really close within.
Mad,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's mad because I know them, but I don't exactly know Hollow like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I don't know him, but the people that he's talking about in the tune, I know them.
Right.
So it's just
shit,
like,
man.
raw. It's just like, yeah, so yeah.
So
Yeah.
then-
Hollow, man.
Can't forget You Raised Me as well. You Raised Me, yeah, you can't forget. You know what? You're not feeling that.
Yeah. That's a tune still. That's
But yeah, Pain is the essence, definitely.
But Pain is
Yeah, that's-
essence and boy, come on. What's that tune with Dubs, man? No, that's the tune. That's the tune.
That's the tune with Dubs, bro.
That's the tune, but there's another one he's got with Dubs, man. Don't worry.
Anyway, fill up that cup.
fill
Let's
up.
go. Second shot.
That tea online. Fill up.
That's Sean. Right. Okay. Go. Oh God. Give him another shot. He's too quick.
Nah.
I'm joking.
You man,
Congolese, man. What are you talking about, bro?
you trying to drill me out and that.
African,
And that drink is lit though.
yeah.
It's nice.
Drink is
Isn't
lit
it?
though. You don't
It's
have to.
nice.
Yeah, this is
Right,
like
let me
work
run in
still.
with this question. So, would you rather be able to be invisible for one day or fly for one day?
I'll say fly, you know.
Fly.
Yeah, I'll say fly, bruv.
Why?
Even though I am already,
Why
but
fly?
but I don't know. Like, there's just something like about think like you can actually like you're not on this. You're not walking. Like you're just off the ground. You're able to look everything from a bird's eye view, and you're in control of where you're going. Do you know what I'm saying? And you just like I don't know, man. It's just something about flying. Like,
Where would you go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
what you can fly anywhere. Bro, I wouldn't leave the country, bro. Cause I'll get lost, bro. I wouldn't leave the
you got
country.
one day to get.
Do you know what I'm
back as
saying? I'm
well.
not leaving the. Bro, I'm just
What's
going to
when-
Manchester or
when
something,
it hits 12
and I'll come back. Yeah, do you know
the
what I'm saying?
Atlantic Ocean.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like what?
The thing where
Brother, you fried. Fam, you told me
He's telling you road names when you're in the sky. Where you going?
Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to understand, bro. Like, even when you go under the Blackwall Tunnel, bro, Google Maps is gone. It's
So
gone.
what's even gonna work?
He's talking about Google Maps. He's out here talking about Google Maps.
Fly too high.
Brother, bro.
We get shot
It's just a
out of the sky,
sensation, bro.
boy.
You might have to just fly to the south and then come back. Pretty much what it is, bro.
Do you know what?
What would you do?
Me, I would go to the Bermuda Triangle.
This guy's
see
fried,
if
fam.
it's legit, and then come fly back.
For
and,
real?
And let you lot know if it's really legit. Like,
But
you
what about
disappear.
if you don't
'Cause I got
come
24
back?
hours in it.
Bro, I don't think
I'll do one of them Marvel things. I've got my, the time. And
this guy
I'll do 6 hours.
is done out here. This guy.
See what's going on? I'm like, bro, I've got like 4 hours left.
I'm laughing. How long does it take you to fly there on a plane, let alone?
Superman
done
gets there
out
minutes, don't
here,
it? So you shouldn't
bro.
take him that. You know?
You are done out here.
To be fair, yeah, I think I'd be invisible for a day. I think I'd like to see what certain people get up to, and I'd like to be able to like maybe go into a bank.
Just borrow something.
You know,
Is the money going to be invisible if you're invisible, or is the money going to be floating?
I'm gonna take it in my invisible bag.
I like
Put
that.
it in there, and then it's invisible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my days.
Or you just swallow it. No, too much.
You're doing too much.
Yeah, you're doing a lot still.
I don't know. I definitely think I'd do invisible though. You ever thought I'd love to be I'd love to be a fly on the wall, watching that happen, or be like, for example, watching a match. You didn't buy a ticket, but if you're invisible, you can just walk in.
True.
You know,
But then
a
it's sticky.
concert,
You have to sit
You
down.
could be looking backstage like, oh, is this how they prepare for their tunes? Okay, you know, if you're
True.
invisible,
True.
that's it.
True. I think the flying thing is a bit childish.
Flying.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm childish. I'll choose that one still. I'll choose that one still.
Oh, I'd like to see what my daughter does in school. What's she like at school?
Mad.
You know what I mean?
Mad.
Just little things like that.
Mad.
You know, I went to school one time with my daughter. Yeah, it was one of them parents' weeks where you got to sit down with them children. Mad embarrassed, fam.
Was she?
That means she's getting up to her Mazzini and
Oh.
a little bit out of the situation,
I
but
was so embarrassed. She's like, "Dad, I'm not meant to do." I was like, "Do
Aye.
this." She's like, "No," and the teacher was just like, she wasn't feeling it. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
she weren't impressed. She was just
You
like,
know, they never done that in my daughter's school. I want to do that. Later.
I think that's normal though. I started to think that's normal still. Like you're with your peeps and your pops is just there. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
Just all up in your grill.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right there, you know, like. When the chairs are so tiny, I'm a big guy. I had to kind of transfer my weight. I might break this thing.
you're not even really sitting down. Like
You know what I mean? You're squatting.
your thighs are touching the edge and that.
Carlson that was doing.
That is
That was a mad
jokes.
gym session.
We're saying another shot.
Yeah, go for it.
I got one.
All right, so, all right, go on then.
would you rather, Liverpool win Champions League,
I'm waiting for this one.
and get top 4,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
or would you rather, no. Would you
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
Would you rather win? No, because that doesn't make sense. If Liverpool, would you rather Liverpool win Champions League, or see Arsenal win Europa?
Bro, let them have Europa, bruv. What the bro?
If you want them to win,
Wait, but if we that means we win Champions League, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, let them win Europa League, bro. Listen, for everyone, listen, that's a Tottenham badge right there, yeah. So you know where I'm coming from, innit? Listen, I'm saying I wouldn't mind if Arsenal won Europa League, like if we win Champions League, because come on, bro, there's levels to this.
There's levels.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? There's enough levels to this. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? You should have left it, but you know, I had to make it clear, you know.
See, I'm not even. You lot are just talking a different.
For the first time, right? Yeah, Tottenham have
I don't get it.
opportunity.
Oh my
So I heard something on the radio
days.
about
They've got an
Liverpool went through,
opportunity.
Tottenham
Yeah,
went through,
Arsenal went through, Chelsea
nobody
went through.
expected it. But I'm not surprised.
Barcelona,
She's got jokes.
3-0 to Barcelona, but Liverpool won 4-0.
Tottenham was losing 1-0.
No,
No, 1-0.
1-0 and then 2-0 on the night.
Yeah. We
And
came back
then
for 3-3.
They came back 3-3.
And we scored last minute.
The good thing is they're saying they're going to get rid of away goals.
Swear.
What's
Fact.
Let's not get into that because I don't even know what away goals is.
But basically, Tottenham ain't ever really won anything.
Bro, okay,
Oh,
so
it's like that.
Basically, they're gassed.
Alright,
But what I keep
I'll let
saying
him
to
land.
Tottenham fans here is
I'll
their
let him
trophy
land.
cabinet is dead. It's not the first time they've had an opportunity to win a trophy.
Don't
So
laugh
they
though.
better
Don't
win.
laugh. Don't laugh.
Because if they don't win, all of this excitement
Alright.
is normal.
Can I land?
You got like a girl, she's like, yeah, come with me. Every time she says, I can't see it. That's what Tottenham go for.
Whoa. Whoa.
Tottenham go through every year. They're going to win the trophy. They're going to do this. All of a sudden, they do jack. But now they got a chance.
Yeah.
If they don't win it,
Can I just say, off camera, I asked you if you were an Arsenal fan. You're doing Higgy Haga, bro.
I'm not Arsenal fan.
So who you just put?
Oh, Real Madrid.
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating.
So
I don't want to hear that.
That's not an English team.
Yeah, you're an Arsenal fan, bro. Yeah, so you're an Arsenal fan, my guy. Alright, but you're not a Real Madrid fan because.
I am.
Alright, cool. You're not a Real Madrid.
I've been a Real Madrid fan, yeah. I've been a Real Madrid fan for 17 years now.
My brother.
Arsenal did the Invincibles and all of that.
Yeah.
I weren't an Arsenal fan by then.
Have you been to see Real Madrid play?
Everyone asks me this. No, I haven't been.
You have no shame. You have no shame.
But I do go on the internet and watch my team
Doesn't
play.
count.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't count.
Same thing. I watch my team play.
Bro, I was gonna go to Madrid for the Tottenham match, and I'm like, bro, and that would be, I would have went before you, bro, to watch a football match.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tottenham, yeah,
They beat us, but then we won Champions League. So.
I don't have smoke for Real Madrid, so let's not even go there.
We smoked you like 4-0 as well.
I don't have smoke for you lot, so let's just leave that there. But flipping, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, bro, we're doing this. We got this anyway, regardless. Like, enough man can't chat for us to see.
You know,
so.
this has to come out way before Champions League, the game. Yeah?
Right.
And by the way, if Tottenham lose, you have to come back, bro. If Tottenham lose,
yeah, bro, you know what? See, my thing is on some. I don't even. No. Even if we don't win, now hold on. Even if we don't win, yeah, I still got enough smoke for enough man. You know, like Champions League final. Like enough man don't reach. Like I've
signed no one.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? I've got smoke for enough people, so I'm comfy. I'm comfortable, bro. Trust me.
You should just be quiet right now, because even Coins, I was getting onto Coins.
Oh, I'm gonna be as loud as I will be, bro.
Tottenham fan as well?
First of all, he started the thing with like, oh yeah, just sorry for the banter. And then he goes, shut up! Check you won Tottenham. He was like, check out my man. Shout out Coins anyway.
Oh, bless.
I've got smoke for both of you two. Anyway.
Right, well, anyway, let's not get into who I support because I was born in Liverpool. So
you must. Yeah, he's Liverpool.
Well, my family support Everton, but
proper Scouser.
Yeah.
but that's only if there's a derby. So if like
Derby.
So I'm from Liverpool. As we
She's a
say
Scouser.
derby. The derby. Anyway, so if they're playing head to head, obviously it's Everton thing in the house.
Yeah.
But if it's Liverpool playing someone else, obviously we'll support. But me, I'm just like turn that rubbish off. I don't want to watch someone kicking a ball.
Everton and Liverpool's mad. They don't actually have any animosity between them.
Yeah, it's worse between Liverpool and Man U.
Do you know they're actually 5-minute walk away from each other?
Well, Everton's the proper team, and then there's a YouTube. There's no point talking about here.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube. There's like a 20-minute history lesson about Everton and Liverpool, and Everton, the true Scousers, and somebody, because the owner that owned Anfield, increased the price of the stadium for Everton to have. So
Everton decided to make their own.
They left, and then he had a stadium
with no team.
And originally Everton were red, and Liverpool's wearing blue. Then they changed colours after as well, and they took some places.
See, I'm sure.
But there's no animosity between the two clubs because it wasn't like a social divide. It was
man. I've noticed that still.
There's no social divide between Everton and Liverpool. They're the same people.
Only when you're in Liverpool.
Hey, bro, you must top that up, though.
Only when you're in Liverpool. Like, for example, my family.
Yeah, that's you still.
They argue with each other.
I'm driving still, but alright.
So, I got my next question for you. Take that shot.
Try to finesse it.
Take that.
Would you rather be able to play every musical instrument or speak every language?
That's a very good question. Do you come up with these questions? You're trying to dead me off. What the? Wait, hold on. Wait. What the, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Never give me a chance. But
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I find them online, but hey.
What am I saying? Hey, listen, I'm not involved, my guy. That, you know what I'm saying? Gams is cold regardless. Gams is watching your cold, bro.
You know what
regardless.
though? He was sick. He was sick.
But I just didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I just didn't know about that. But
yeah. Anyway,
bring him on, man. Gams.
I'll say every instrument still.
Yeah.
I'll say every instrument.
Being a rapper, like musician.
Yeah, I'll say every instrument.
Unquestioned.
I'll say, and I can speak other languages. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it's not all that anyway. People, there's really Google Translator, so
it's not a lie.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not a lie.
But yeah, every instrument.
Every language still.
Swear.
Yeah.
But it depends.
But you're not a musician.
Yeah, it depends what avenue you're coming from, bro.
An artist.
If I was doing music and I can speak every language, bro, I can make tunes. Say my tunes in the UK are not popping. Man can quickly speak Mandarin and quickly.
But then you can say that for genres. You can say, yeah, I can jump into this genre and do that genre and do this genre and just show how diverse you are in terms of your flows, content, and all that. Anyway,
being a black guy spitting Mandarin, I think I'll get a lot.
I don't think you would.
It's different. No,
Do you know why?
It's different.
Because like when you look at those cultures of the people who speak Mandarin, the music they listen to, like K-pop, like they don't. Do you know they've actually tried to ban hip hop? Do you know that?
But they love it though. Still
exactly. But they love it, but they don't love the black man doing it. I just had to say. It's not. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. So forget that one. Forget it.
Anything can be said here.
That's it, boy.
Madness.
It's mad, but I'm just saying anyway. Yeah, forget that one. Forget that dream. Do you watch anime? What was the last black anime character you saw? Let's ask this one now.
That's bad, man. You know, because I know exactly who you're talking about. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, that's
yeah, but we're talking about the same way you look at Goku and that.
Yeah, there was no.
They don't look at black people like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? But whereas anyone who plays instruments,
talk about bare people like
but then anyone who plays instruments will get respect. Like if whether you're black, green, yellow, white, all of that.
True.
If you play all instruments, bro, you will get respected in all avenues, bro. From that perspective, anyway.
Respect languages.
I respect languages, bro. You see what you're trying to do? You tabloid, bro. You tabloid.
You tried to have a dead argument about
you twisted my words.
When I speak Mandarin.
This guy.
All right. Last question. One more shot. Have you got another question?
No, you're good.
Man, made me done off the. Listen.
It's true. That's it.
Game's not finished still.
What do you mean? This is my last question anyway. Right.
What do you think of the flavour though? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Make sure you guys go cop fruit punch.
It's nice.
Right. Who is your favourite producer and why?
Just in general.
Yeah,
man.
Pharrell.
Ooh.
I'll say Pharrell still. I know it's not relative to what like the genres the artists have said, but even when I just listen to like the stuff from the Neptunes and that, bro, that you can't pocket them guys. You can't.
The Neptunes like era, like.
Bro,
who's not? Though?
I was
like,
man was age wise.
But what's the age wise? Because I would say I'm from that era, but I'm only 25. So what's the age range? I grew up listening to.
But you don't have
to. I don't remember how old I was. But listen now.
This is the tabloid, right?
It's not an era thing though.
Because for me, when Neptunes came out, like for me, I remember Pharrell just a bit before trying to cut through with the Neptune. So I was about, I guess, 14. So I'm just asking that.
Fair enough. So I was probably like 7.
Yeah, so you can imagine.
My understanding, it's just a bit different. Do you know what I mean?
But then you always remember that it's like.
It's not a beef now.
No. I'm just trying to, because there might actually feel people out there who feel like that's the case. Like you're saying Pharrell, but why'd you you know what I mean?
That's what I'm asking,
it makes sense. But
for you to think, I know you're younger than me.
Yeah.
That's why I just asking.
No, like for me, it's just a thing where it's like. Of course, I wasn't like 15, 16, 17 when I heard it.
Right,
do you know what I'm saying? But I was old enough to understand this is cold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna like I grew with it. It's not like I just heard it on MTV Base or Smash or Box one time and just loud it. Like it's them ones like LimeWire that I listen to it on LimeWire. You know what I'm saying? You listen to it.
And I think for me, a lot of the music that I listened to and loved growing up, it came from my mum. It's what my mum used to like to listen to. My dad used to listen to. My older brother used. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Even when you look at like other artists, when you hear like Jay-Z and like when they say their influence.
If I'm tabloid, she's paparazzi.
But yeah, when you hear like all these established artists and they say they'll say like the music that their parents were playing in the house, like when they were keeping up and that. So I feel like it's just subconsciously it might have an influence on you. It will have an influence on you. But as you grow older, you just naturally like you'll go back to it and then deep it even more. So that's why I would say like producing work, bro. You know what I mean?
Sick. Cool. What about you? If you were to work with a producer, who would you work with?
I was gonna say Timberland or something, man.
If I could work with a producer, do you know what? That's randomly off the top of my head, you know.
What, Still Bangles?
Oh.
I rate Still Bangles, but nah. I probably would want to work with Dr. Dre, you know.
Swear.
I feel like for me, Dr. Dre was really synonymous.
And versatile in that.
Yeah, he just did a lot for all my favorite.
A lot of.
Dr. Dre or Premier.
DJ Premier.
Yeah, if you don't know Premier.
Yeah, of course.
But Dr. Dre, he was able to kind of like Pharrell.
Reinvent himself.
with all the other artists. So he had a tune with Nas, he had a tune with Jay-Z, and they were both so different.
Exactly.
Sound the same.
Exactly.
Look at Nelly Furtado as well,
exactly.
didn't it?
So it's just like them kind of producers like Dr. Dre or like DJ. Well, Premier's a bit bait.
No, but what's good about Premier is that he was doing all the scratches on 8 out of 10 for Drake. So that's what I rate about him. Like he still, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Premier's a sick producer, but obviously he's not
active like that.
He's active, but obviously hip hop's not that style of hip hop isn't what it was. So
So I think it's just what you're in tune to, because I feel like he's still active and he's still, you know what I'm saying, but I feel like what's, like you said, what's mainstream and whatever, the youth them are listening to, it's not that. It's not that now,
Premier on the beat, no one knows.
No one's on that still.
No one's really.
You know what's mad? I
But
think
still a
I
legend,
would have said Dre as well, you know.
Yeah, Dre.
Because he's timeless, like.
Yeah, to be fair,
And he can cross genre. He's not stuck in a box. And it's funny, he actually does this thing. I've seen it on YouTube a couple of times, where he's now teaching people how to produce. Have you seen that?
Doing that, the masterclass.
Yeah, the masterclass.
I've seen that as well.
And there's one thing he said in one of the adverts, because I ain't watched it all, I ain't paid for it, but in one of the adverts, he said something about, like, he doesn't start making a beat thinking, what do I want this to be? He starts making a beat thinking, until this beat grabs me and makes me think this is the ish, I'm not moving on from doing the one thing. Either he'll start with what's in his head, get it out there. If it's not good enough, keep going until it's better. Then he might move on to the next instrument. But everything he does from his mouth first. Okay. Gets it perfect, and then he'll put it in through instrument. And I thought I like the way he's.
You talking about Dre?
Talking about Dre.
Okay. Because Timbaland does the whole. Yeah. Timbaland does that as well.
No, but I just think that's kind of sick. I think that's timeless. So I would be like, yeah.
Yeah, yours is Dre, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Fair enough, yeah.
He'd put me on
still, he's a GOAT still, But yeah, that's my one.
How about new school though? Like UK new school producer.
Oh, UK new school.
What new school UK producer? Let's not say new school. What UK producer would you like to work with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
The Beat Freaks, you know?
Beat Freak.
Okay. Yeah, and I've
new tune?
Yeah, what with Swans and Dappy and that.
Yeah,
it's cold stuff. But the thing is, we've actually interacted. I've actually interacted with them. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they've actually just shown love on my freestyles and that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nice. Them in, so you might be the plug for them.
I'll say them. One guy called R&R Music as well.
Okay, shout out R&R.
And. Yeah, bro, I'd have to get the studio is still bangles, bro. I can't lie. But those are my three new school. Those are my three new school ones. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are my three new schools.
Can't take that.
Yeah, those are my three new school ones still.
Just wanna roll into a tune.
Shall we?
And Enter the A as well. Enter the A is cold.
Enter the A.
Yeah. Do your research. So we're talking like Want From Me, all these tunes like Juice and Power.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's he's cold as well.
Very like Afro-y.
Yeah, man, I ain't got no boundaries still. Like, but him as well.
I quite like Fanatics.
Yeah, Fanatics. There's one guy called Musique Mambu. That's one guy I work with as well. He's done a couple of things for one guy called Zion.
Okay. Zion, yeah. Artist, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's their artist, but the guy I'm talking about works with Fanatics closely as well.
Yeah, they work with Zion hard.
Yeah. So Fanatics is cold as well.
People haven't gravitated to his sound yet. Like, he's got tunes, videos out.
Yeah, no, cold.
I think it's just
okay.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Shout out to
sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give some of them a listen, guys. Hope you had your pen out.
She's been on me since I've come in, you know.
Right, anyway, so now we're gonna come into Bird Box.
Yes.
Explain this one to us. Where did the concept come from?
Come on,
for this one?
Netflix and he's seen Bird Box.
Oh, yeah.
You know it is.
You are not the artist. I didn't ask you.
You know it is with Bird Box. Yeah, that was of course that was like the premise for the song, but I was just thinking,
the concept behind the lyrics is
it's not that,
about the film,
but it's kind of like it's got the same idea, whereas it's like. Cool, Bird Box. What you wear the blindfold, and it's like you make sure you don't look at anything, otherwise you die in it. So in a sense, you're kind of trying to make sure you're trying to stay from something that isn't really good for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you look at Bird Box now, and you hear the first few lines, I'm trying to stay far away from distractions, but I can't lie, that shorty there's attractive. It's like,
I like that.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, right.
Run that for you.
I know you've been banging that, but yeah, it's like that's pretty much me with my blindfold on, but I'm trying to just like peek through. And obviously, bird box is like, obviously a bird is a girl and the box is a bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just a play on words. Yeah, it was just a play on words. Still using the idea of bird box. Do you know what I mean?
Look at the simpletons coming to life.
Do you know what I mean? Like the whole, like my thing is when, you see with me, yeah, like I try not to do it too much, but with my songs, they're like, even the names are kind of like, the idea behind them is a play on word in itself. Like you'll be thinking one thing which will draw you in, like, right, but then you'll clock that I'm talking about, do you know what I mean? It's something else. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it's like the song, it has two meanings in itself. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a lot of fun shooting that and recording that as well. And it was up on a billboard in Clapham Junction like 2 days ago. Yeah. Check my Insta. It's up on my Insta store. Yeah, it's up on a billboard.
Before we go into the tune,
yeah.
You're from North London, isn't it?
I'm from North London, yeah.
Yeah. Have you noticed AJ Tracy's up in
Tottenham?
What's bro?
But that's called. I've seen the mural. I've seen the bro. Listen, that is sick advertisement, bro. Like if you deep it, bro. Like, I've got a mural in another part of the London, another part of the city I don't live in. You have to look at it like that. But I'm not from Tottenham. Do you get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
That's not far from your stadium.
Yeah, but the thing is. You know, it is quite a bit of a. It's not close to the stadium.
Well, after police.
It's the Seven Sisters. It's Seven Sisters, but it's not like the next road. It's like a nice little 5-10 minutes. See, when you looking like that. When you looking like that, yeah, cool, innit? But you said it like it was like you turn left and it's there.
Bro, I just walk for 10 minutes. I'm gonna see.
It's not 10 minutes though. 10-minute walk. Is it a 10-minute walk? It's not a 10-minute, bro. It's not a 10-minute walk. It's not a. My brother, I'm not even from, but I know it's not a 10-minute. That's like a nice, especially if you're like, you know, when you're strolling, that's a nice 20-minute walk, you know. That's a sweet 20-minute walk.
Past the gym.
Yeah, you go past fitness first. You go past fitness first.
And then what?
How fast do you walk, bruv?
I'm a big guy.
Because you get past fitness first, then you get past Bruce Grove, then you got to get past Asda, then police station. And then maybe like couple traffic lights, then you're there.
Alright, so give or take. Do you know what it's like?
You lot are talking all areas I don't even know about.
So it's just like walking like from Chaplin, to do you know your way? You know the road that went down that's going towards Peckham? Do you know that whole road?
Are you talking about going towards Brixton?
No, I was talking towards that.
Wait for it. She's bare like.
Same road as well,
are you talking about the road that's going towards Camberwell Green?
Yes, Camberwell Green.
Okay, because how are you going to say Peckham and the big old Camberwell Green?
It's same straight.
That's a long road to Peckham.
That's what I'm saying. But it's not like that. But it's like from Chaplin. Where he said from thingy.
Bro, just let go. Just let go, bro.
It's not
bro,
far.
Just let go, bro.
It's not far.
But what you're saying, what you saying about the mural?
It's not like that.
When I saw, and I think I saw him post that as well, and I was just thinking, that's sick. And that was just my initial thought, and I didn't think much of it. But obviously, when you drive past, you'll just see it. Like some people might just sit and be like, "Raw, like how is my man from so and he's got a mural?" But I just drive past him all the time. Yeah, this was good promotion. I just see it as good promotion.
Because when you think about it,
I'm not from Clapham Junction, but they had a billboard of me in Clapham Junction, so it's like
that's a billboard. He had that whole mural kind of. I was like, wow. I'm not even from around there, but it's like, right.
Yeah.
But that's what they say. You don't make it in your own town. You make it outside.
That's true.
Then you lift your town.
Got the point.
And I hear this from a lot of artists as well. Like around you in your area, it's not that you get hate, but people just shrug you. People don't really want to give into you until other people know you. And they're like, yeah, my man's from my ends. But when he was grinding.
Yeah, you didn't see that, bro. Yeah, and that happens a lot, bro. That happens. You know it is. And I don't necessarily feel like it might not be the hate thing, yeah, but it's like. Because you just see, like, imagine your brethren just always telling you, yeah, I'm just dropping this, I'm dropping that. You just thinking, that's my brethren, he's just doing this thing on the side. Yeah. Until you might see Drake shout out, you be thinking, raw.
Or you see like, in Tottenham, like, raw.
Yeah, you're like, raw. My man's, and these are the different ends, like, raw. So if anything, it wakes, like, even with, like, not even to toot my horn, but even with the billboard, it's like, raw. Like, people around you will be like, people who might not necessarily have taken you seriously, it's like, raw, like, fuck, like, my man's, you know what, let me even take it in a little bit different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the awareness, innit? It just helps with the awareness, that's what it is.
Have you not seen that in most of these chicken shops now? They got moving
Yeah,
billboards.
yeah, it's mad.
Shout out
It's
to
mad.
Rashid, Link Up TV for that, He's behind that,
Is it?
People don't know that, but he's behind that.
Do you know what?
I don't know to what capacity.
Swear.
But even when
It's in the Morleys, in the Morleys.
But he's
Yeah. What, he behind the Morleys thing?
Huh?
Is he behind the billboards in
The
Morleys?
billboards
and
in
that?
Morleys.
Yeah, the small. Yeah.
He's behind that, but I don't know to what capacity.
Swear.
To what extent?
To what
Because you know
extent?
what? I remember man them back in the day used to give their mixtapes to Morleys and beg them to play it.
Bagel King still.
Yeah, and not just Bagel King, Morleys, that round my ends.
But you know, it's
They used to play the mixtapes. The kids will come in after school, they're hearing it, they're buying their chicken and chips, hearing my man's mixtape.
But I'll be real, I don't necessarily. I feel like the billboards are better, man.
Of
'Cause they're
course,
in your
I'm talking
face.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Now it's evolved. I think it's sick.
Let me ask you a controversial question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do you know what? I needed a shot for this. That's what I should ask you.
Oh, where's the bottles? Let me give you a
We'll
shot.
give you our next one. Just bring this one, please.
Mind the camera, because
Hey, shout out a man like Elliot. He's the plug for this thing.
The bait up my guy.
every time. Listen, he didn't produce this one. Stop bigging up his name.
I'm not. Now I'm just sipping it. Now I'm just sipping it. Now I'm just. Now man, I'm just sipping this
That's
one.
more than half of the
I'm
cup.
just sipping this.
You gotta take it still.
Nah, I'm comfortably just sipping it.
Morley's or Chick King?
Bro, I'm gonna say chicken. I'm gonna
What's chicken?
do your research, bro.
Yeah.
Do your
What,
research.
this is a
I
chicken
can't even
shop?
explain to you. I can't even explain to you.
I travel
King.
from South to go Chick King.
And that's his answer right there. And he's from South.
Man,
Chick King,
Man, I don't
excellent.
know
That
that
is
one.
excellence.
chicken.
I don't want to say Turkish. I didn't know what to say Turkish excellence. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's definitely, bro.
Excellence.
And I'm not even from them sides
What,
there.
better
but,
than
bro,
KFC then?
Trust me, once you have Chick
the wings are actually better, bro. The wings are better. Yeah, the wings are better. The wings are better, easily.
What,
I'm
is
not
it-
even-
Is it grilled chicken? Because I'm down for
It's
grilled
fried.
chicken.
It's fried. I'm not even from them sides. I'm not gonna front like I go there every day. But if I'm to choose between that and Morley's, then yeah, 100% I'll choose.
Where is it? Where's the closest one then?
There's only
Nothing
one.
Well,
else
there's
to
only
try
one,
it.
and
There's
that's
only one?
that's the exclusiveness.
Not
of
even
it.
a chain.
Listen,
No.
they can't. They smash it. Bro, listen, that is the goal.
Where is this place?
Opposite Nonsense
This day-
Football Club.
Listen, this is an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry, you can't tell me this is not an Arsenal fan. Real Madrid, I've met Real Madrid fans, yeah, and they don't have this smoke for man. So you're an Arsenal, bro. So with that being said,
The undercover.
enjoy the Europa League final, my guy. I hope you enjoy that.
Arsenal fan,
And
brother.
if this comes out afterwards, I don't care whether you win or you lose. I've still got smoke for all of you lot. I don't care about. I've still got smoke for all you Arsenal fans.
Certain people are gonna get onto this.
And Chelsea are gonna juice you in that final. And I don't care if you win. I don't care if you win.
Hazard, so I want him to win so he can come, bro.
Oh yeah, because he's getting.
Exactly.
You want hazards? Why?
Yeah,
Why you want a
because we
hazard?
want him to come to Real Madrid, innit?
Jesus
I have no
crispy.
idea what you're talking about.
She
I'm
doesn't know
hearing,
the
I'm
player.
hearing Chick King
She said
and a
hazard.
hazard.
Oh, like. Oh.
Yeah.
Hazard.
But yeah, that's my answer. I'll say King easily.
Hey, shout out Chick King, man. That's Tottenham excellence.
That's what I should have said. I should have said Tottenham X.
The coleslaw, my jeez.
Nah, I
They
don't
do
even bank
coleslaw
coleslaw
as
like
well.
that. That's not me.
But
Of
the
course.
chips though, they're different. The chips are different, you know what I mean? But I don't go Chick King for the chips. But the chips are decent. So.
Yeah. So you track all them from South for chicken?
Yeah, I've got other business in Tottenham.
Swear.
I take care of from time to
Let's
time.
not get into that. Let's not get into that. But yeah. That's cold still. Yeah, chicken defo,
Other
defo.
reasons for being in.
My brother, man, are not involved in that still. But yeah, chicken.
Might catch me on the road now. See now that I
Might
said
catch
that,
me
now
in the
you know me.
chicken.
You might catch me. I'm like, right in that moment. Yeah.
I know she's got another question. She's got another one. That's just gonna.
No, do you know what? I was just looking back.
Thank God, thank God, bro. Because her ones, bro, my tongue was sweating, bro.
I got a funny one for you since you got a big cup there full of juice. All right. Would you rather have Cheetos dust on the tips of your fingers for life or have taste buds in your butt?
Oh my, yeah, I'll take the Cheetos. What the? I'll take the Cheetos. What the?
On that note,
Come on, bro, you're better than that, man.
On
You're,
that note,
you're better than that, man.
next tune coming up now, yeah?
Yeah, Bird
What's
Box
that
still.
tune?
Bird
You
Box.
got
Bird Box. Run. Yeah.
Like
That was even an unintentional one, but the
Was
lady,
it?
the
I
girl,
think
like a
it's
lot
the
of
beat
girls,
as well, isn't
yeah,
it?
a lot of girls like Bird Box. Yeah, it's a lot of girls like Bird Box
I
still.
can see why.
Ironically,
So I got another question for you. Yeah.
yeah.
What do you prefer? to perform live or record in a studio?
I love performing live.
Yeah.
It's like in intimate environments.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nice.
I can perform obviously in other environments, but just the intimacy of like, it's like the crowd's kind of like drawn in, and you it's not even necessarily like you don't even have the backing track, it's just the beat, and you're just rapping as you would like if you were in the studio. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that for me is just, there's something about that's just like, nah man, that's what makes me love it, because it's more sort of for the art, do you know what I'm saying, rather than like, obviously who doesn't want like, you know what I mean, a lit crowd and that, do you know what I'm saying? But if I'm to choose between performing live and recording in the studio, recording in the studio is lit, but when you have the final product and you see everyone's reactions and like you're rapping and then everyone else is kind of just like zone into it, do you know what I'm saying? It's like everything you did in the studio paid off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Sick.
Cool. Gotta ask now. Do you write?
Yeah, I don't have a ghostwriter, if that's what you mean. I mean, like, I don't write my bars down, no.
Yeah, you don't write your bars
down?
No,
it's more...
How did that even come about where you decided that you ain't gonna write? Because that's like that's a Biggie, Jay-Z thing. Like, no one writes. Biggie and Jay-Z don't write. Like, it's all in their head. Like, how did you...
I think it's more, sorry to cut you off, bro, but I think it's more of a thing where it's like whatever works for you, innit? Like, I started off, like, when I was younger, I started off writing and, you know what I mean, writing my bars down. But then it's like you're writing like an essay and you're trying to memorize each word, do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it felt like for me anyway, do you know what I mean? But the more I did music and I grew as a person, as an artist, it was like, I first hit a beat, I say the first thing that comes to mind, that I'm feeling when I hear the beat, and build on that, and it has to make sense to what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? So whenever I hear, like, that's how I work. So if I hear a beat, even if I'm in the studio with a producer, that's how 9 to 5 came about. Even with Bird Box, like, I heard the beat, and sometimes I just directly know straight away what I want to talk about. Do you know what I mean? And it's just easier for me anyway, because when I'm like it's like I'm brainstorming. Right. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm building, and then there's no restrictions when I'm writing in my head. With like writing on paper and stuff like that,
you gotta keep up with yourself.
You gotta keep. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, cool. I stop at this. Like, okay, cool. I'll come back here. Then I carry on and I stop. It's like there's too much structure to it. Whereas I like to flow freely. Do you know what I mean? That's why it doesn't really sound like. Well, for me anyway, when I listen to my tunes, it doesn't sound like like they're boxed in. It just sounds like you're going in left, right, but there's still a structure to the song.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So basically, you was too busy either on the roads.
That's Jay-Z's excuse. Like, not excuse, but yeah, that's reasons. But yeah.
He was too busy trapping.
Trapping,
So
yeah.
he couldn't have time to write. So he would say the lyrics in his head, and then he just found a way to really remember all these lyrics.
You know, my thing was different. It's opposite of trapping. Mine was like in the work. I don't have time to write at work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if a producer DMs me and he's like, "Yo, bro, come to my studio at 7 p.m. I finish work at 4:30."
You just gotta be writing
Monday to Friday. Like, cool, you can write when you get home, but it's just stop and start thing. Whereas my thing is, I prefer to come hear the beat and know exactly what you know what I mean. Go from there. But if I'm writing, if I take out my iPhone and start writing, it just feels like, nah, this isn't it.
It's not as natural.
It's not as you know what I mean, it's not it.
Dude, just beats playing. You put your headphones
just go
on,
for it.
And then you just start.
Yeah, go for it, really, bro.
So you don't do so you don't do ad libs and that and stuff like that.
I do ad libs, but more so like I hear the beat and I get an energy and a vibe from the beat, and then from there that does everything else, does the rest. And
so you don't double up.
Yeah, I double up, bro. Like I do stabs and I do ad libs and stuff like that.
You say whatever you want to say, like for a 16 back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like, do you spit a 16?
Yeah.
Stop, play it back.
Nah. So what it is a lot of the time is I'll write it. Like, I'll literally write. It's not like I'll jump in the booth and write it. I might be like this. We're chilling here, and you might start making a beat. And when you're like a minute through making a beat, there's like a minute of the beat. I'll start writing. Like I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. Or I'm really
in
feeling
your head,
it.
you're already
I'm really getting the vibe from it. And I just start writing, and then maybe in my head, and then obviously after like however long, I might come to you as a producer and just start spitting in your ear, or I'll spit like in my guy's ear, I'll just spit in his ear, and then be like, cool, let's go record. And you like, but because you've written in your head, you've already memorized it basically. Do you know? Right. Does that make sense?
Wow, that's sick, though.
Yeah.
I think I couldn't.
You couldn't do it.
Like all those frees, like all the man, you'll never find those bars in my phone, notepad, anywhere, which is kind of bad. I need to kind of write this stuff down just in case. You know what I mean? It becomes worth something one day.
Do you tend to forget things then? Like, if you've done a tune, and obviously you've not written anything down. When you go home, do you have to listen back to it to remember certain bars, or you can literally remember the whole tune?
When I first started doing it, naturally as you would, innit? I would forget. But I think as time's going on, I'm improving. I'm
trained your brain to work that way.
It's literally like it's a way of training your. And for me, I just feel so like free when I do it. I don't feel like I need to come back to my phone and see what I wrote.
So if you had a girlfriend, you could never tell her you forgot her birthday. You say like,
nah.
You don't forget.
Nah, I can't. nah, not at all. Not at all.
But a sick memory, like.
Yeah, you have to. You don't even have to necessarily have a sick memory beforehand, but it will train. It will help with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my cousin will tell you, like anytime he's around me and we're trying to think of something way back when, it might stall for a bit, but then I'll just be like, oh, boom, that was very. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because of that, and I've only realised that as time's going on, like, right, it's probably because of this, you know. Do you know what I mean? But
no one can't lie to you then.
Yeah. It's kind of like a superpower, isn't it? But definitely, I would choose that. Not, and I've never. This is probably the first time I've ever said it to anyone. Like he tells people like when I'm not there, or he clocked recently even. Like we was in the studio and I was with one singer called Brooke Bailey. She's cold as well.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of Brooke Bailey.
Yeah, she's cold still. And she even said, she was like, "Right, you don't write none of this stuff down. And the timing of it when you're, I'm saying, because we got a tune as well. We were doing a tune, and she's like, no, like the timing, like it's like you've memorized this from weeks back, but it's like, no, I wrote it here, and I've just like literally just like I think like you said the way Jay-Z said, he was like, it's like you're kind of like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Gigs don't write as well. Actually, funny enough, I seen one session where he wasn't really writing. Some of his songs doesn't really.
See, I think a lot of artists don't write all the time. Like,
it gets natural, innit?
do you know what I mean? Like, for me, sometimes I'll just start singing, and then it's only when like I'm singing, I've made up a verse, I've gone into a chorus, and I'm going into second verse. Obviously, I remember the structure, I remember my melodies, I remember all of that. Then I'm like, oh, hold on, wait, what did I say in the first verse again? So I have to go back and write it down, but more time I just record it on my phone these days.
Yeah, like a voice note or something.
Yeah, just voice note myself, and I'll be like, and then because next week I'm not going to remember what I sang.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So then I have to go back, because what I do, I
do that sometimes as well, still, yeah.
Like if I'm in the car, whatever I'm doing, and something pops into my head, I'll just sing into my phone one time. And if I'm in the studio, I'm like, oh, this sounds like it will go good with that. What were the words again? And then I'll listen back to it. Then it'll just spark an idea. Then I'll run with it. But yeah, no, I get that.
But everyone works different. But like some people will come here and they'll be like, "See, I prefer to write." Like, I don't like. At first, when I first heard, I used to be like, "How the hell do you write in your like without writing it down?" But I just made it work for me in a sense. Do you know what I'm saying? I just made it so that it made sense for me, and you wouldn't even know that if I didn't tell you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. So where can people find you on the socials, Michee?
Instagram at Michee_artist, Twitter Michee artist, Snapchat Michee unique, and yeah, like I've got a lot more on YouTube, Michee artist as well, and I've got a lot more. I should have a lot more stuff coming like on YouTube and Apple Music, Spotify, and stuff like that. Anyway, in the next coming months.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's in the process, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's in the process. Yeah, I'm not gonna, but yeah, like sick, my thing, like sick up and coming artist. Do you know what I mean? That's my thing. Do you get me?
Collab with anyone else from Enfield?
Whoa, you're giving me the same look. Bro, nah, you know.
This is gonna be on tour soon.
Nah, you know, nah, bro, nah.
Cross paths at all? Like, is it not like that? Do you not even know each other like you?
No, I don't like. Obviously, my like the guy who shoots videos for me, Shane Brown. He shot Bird Box as well. Obviously, he has a good relationship with him. So you like just mutuals, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm not gonna front like, you know what I mean. But that's about it. Yeah.
So is there any performances coming up?
Yeah, I got a couple performances. I'm not gonna like, cause just waiting to confirm and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you should see definitely more like more like interviews and content like that coming up on YouTube soon as well. As well as videos. Like definitely got more videos coming out very soon. Not just music videos, but acoustic sessions and stuff like that. So definitely going left and right with this. Like I said, there's no rules, so just expect the unexpected. Really, yeah.
Doing your thing.
Come on, man.
Definitely catch up again soon.
Yeah, no, you guys, sick interview, man. I feel like you guys, same way you were off camera, same way you're on camera, and I respect that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I love the feedback, you know.
Yeah. Listen, you have to give me the plug for that,
Warm
man.
up the soul.
You have to get. That's literally what it is. You have to give me the plug. And regardless of everything, shout out to Gams because my.
Shout out to Gams.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We're trying to cut you out.
I don't even know this situation. I'm just.
Oh, swear. Oh, my
he
bad.
weren't there. I was there.
Yeah, I know.
You weren't there.
Bantering because I'm a tabloid.
Because it's jokes, isn't it?
You said I'm a tabloid.
You're a tabloid.
So I'm just.
You get me?
I'm just there stirring the pot.
Anyway, big up to Gams. Big up to Gams. Like, we'd love to have you on the show. I mean, these things happen.
Hey, listen.
It's better to just own
you know what I'm
up to
saying?
it.
I'm just doing my
You might have to add the
No,
paprika.
but on the real though, he's sick anyway. I'll do rate him. But
Yeah, hard.
get yourself an Instagram. Well, go on though. Get yourself out there, man.
Gams is a gazy guy. Yeah, he's a gazy guy,
wonder
man.
why.
He's a gazy. Hey, listen, keep me out of Wahala, man.
It's a joke now.
Cool,
Anyway, yes, thanks for coming, man.
Road, you know.
By someone we don't even know what he looks like. We ain't got no gram.
I don't even know who I'm bantering.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking, just got a chick king and that. You just see one person pull up.
Oh, he knows where you like to go now, man. We're just messing.
But yeah,
anyway, thanks for coming.
thanks for having me, man. Like, love for showing love, man. But yeah, yeah. So just Michee artist, man. Michee artist.
That's
Whatever you
it.
call
Make
me.
sure you check out Michee.
Yeah.
Act famous on us, man.
Ah, come on, man.
100,000 views on
That's it,
Nah. Man said talk to my agent. He said talk to my agent. But yeah, 100%, bro. Thank you for having me. You lot are sick, man.
Thanks for coming.
Just carry on, man.
Like and subscribe there.
Come on.
Or there.
Yeah.
Do that. UK_ID. Michee.
Yes.
Charlie. And we're out.
Keep it locked.
Shout out the man them in the back still.
You get me?
Cool. Bless.
Later.
Peace.